Shit is hitting the fan. Not for me personally. Not yet. You ever have a profound feeling of something going wrong in your life? I don't have that. I just kind of cruise through day after day. It's like I get mad over little things, like I'm dragging a extension cord and it hooks onto a rake. I'm like, FML. Yeah, but I'm, I'll tell you what. All joking aside, I think it's partly to do with this age of extreme interconnectedness that we inhabit. There's like not just one hydra, but 7 hydras of bad shit going on any given time. When focus on, it's hard for me to focus on any one. I've always kind of been like that. We'll talk. The stream's current bit rate. It's 1,685.69 kilobytes per second. kbps, man. It's lower than recommended. This happens every time. I'm sitting in the garage. The fiber optic install was less than ideal. I might call the telco and have them run the thing to the garage. When I do this, I'm like, yeah, it'll never happen. Maybe we'll just say cancel internet unless you do this. Like, I'm just not gonna pay for internet anymore. It's cutting into my smoking budget. Money, that's always a hot button topic. Thinking about finances, personal finances, budgets. What's your budget? What kind of how much savings do you have? Do you have risky investments or less than risky investments, if there's such a thing? I'm thinking I don't know, like the numbers, my folks played it out pretty good. It was like a savings plan with like low interest rates. Mutual funds didn't perform well comparatively. Like, if you're shrewd investors were making millions, and you're making, like, back in the day, like, principal is growing at amortized rate. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Essentially, you turn like 30 grand a year into $250,000 over the course of, let's say, like 30 years. And now, $250,000 seems like quite a bit of money to me. I think I could make that stretch for, I don't know, 18 minutes. Yeah, I gotta take a break, and while my little dog's in the house, and she's howling. So it's like you have these dogs. They have separation anxiety, And when I go to work, I feel bad leaving her home all alone. And anyway, I'll be back in a flash. So in your mind, I want you to think about like what's on the menu today. Bon appetit. I'm still dreaming up like what I'm gonna eat for dinner. Back. It wouldn't be a bona fide podcast if I didn't have a appearance of my ultra sidekick here, the Melanator, a highly trained, combative canine unit. Hello, YouTube. My name's Mila. I'm in the puppy penitentiary. And B.R. Mathews is the warden. Ah. Don't worry, I'm not in the Springfield, Connecticut here. Oh, dicey. Yeah, listening to the CBC. They tapped on that, and oh boy, a local wait. I'm saying, oh, okay. I saw like blinking LED reflection off something, and I'm like, what's that happening? Yeah, listen, mainstream media about that. Let's talk about that. Are they really eating pets in Springfield, Illinois? I was astounded to hear that there's 20,000 Haitians, like, in a town of population of just 50,000. It seems, you know, I could see like 1,000, but to just have that level of concentration, and don't get me wrong, I'm nothing. I think, well, I don't know much about the history of Haiti, other than that it's like it was once a French colony. Someone's calling. Well, let's answer it. If I can. Oh, it's the Damos. Double Dog Damien. He's always a hit on my live stream. Okay. Oh, you just ended the call. Let's call him back. I don't know what he's doing. Everyone gives him grief for drinking too much. I just can't seem to redial him. WTF? I'm on Facebook. Shit. Or Messenger. So if I can't think of it.
Man, what the hell is your massive malfunction private fucking Mathews?
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm live streaming, just so you know. You gotta get.
No. Yeah, it's like it sounds like a dump truck. Like, fuck, going back on civilized fucking line, for fuck's sakes.
Call me if you got my number. No, it's going to my microphone is not working. Let's crank it up. This laptop mic, you know, if I could go back in time, I'd, yeah. Who hasn't thought of that? Hindsight's 2020, you know, gonna set things up better. Like, I have all this nice audio equipment. I think I'm not, maybe the mic's level's too loud here. I have all the adjustment stuff. Okay, now, yeah, you don't want to clip. You don't want to clip. You don't want to go in the range where you're distorted. How about now? Seems good. Desktop audio, full blast, right? OBS software seems to be working. Okay, maybe it just doesn't want to be on my live stream. I understand people like to think they have privacy. Okay, privacy. Watch some Midsummer Murders. Get back to me about privacy. If the chief detective inspector knocks on your door, you better answer his questions. If he's a good guy and you haven't done anything wrong. Recycle, reuse, and repurpose. I got an old filing cabinet that was dented years ago and won't shut right anymore. hoping someone here might know a creative way to repurpose this cabinet into something else more reasonable and useful. Despite its flaws, as I've seen some people create some pretty impressive things with them before. Filing, how would you repurpose like a steel filing cabinet? I'd probably just like turn it in for scrap and then buy like a carton of smokes with the money. That's how I'd repurpose it. I'm not going to get into the like tobacco tax shit. Provincial tobacco, lottery, and liquor. I don't know if there's a pornography tax yet. Maybe that's coming. You get taxed on watching porn if you so like degenerate to do such a thing. Like, drinking is bad enough. Watching pornography, you're gonna burn in hell. Don't see no evil, don't you lay no evil down on me. You're gonna burn in hell. I'm just joking around. I'm not a divinator. Let's try redialing the Damianator. Oh, maybe he's offline. We'll call up Kane. That's my friends Damien and Kane. Let's call Kane, see if he wants to participate in my live stream. Live stream chit chat. We're gonna podcast. Epic podcast. No answer. No. I'm just like a social pariah now. That's why if no one else will listen to me, the government will. Oh, okay, he texted me what's up. So I'll send him a link to my YouTube channel. youtube.com/puzzle college. Pretty straightforward. Interesting story, like before YouTube, before Alphabet Corporation, or what is now, I don't know if it was then Alphabet, like interlocking companies, like what the WTF, right? Anyway, like YouTube was a thing. I was on it way back in 2008, I'm gonna say, and I had a couple of popular videos, and then it boomed. Like I think around that time, like it was acquired by Google or Alphabet or whatever, and bing bang bong, like the honeymoon ended. I got flack from friends, like I was sort of embarrassed about the videos I did, and it was like my best friend at the time, God bless his soul, he was like, why did you delete that? Was like, why'd you delete that video? It was getting, well, a lot of views, like today, like if you don't get like a over, I don't know, like I was in the maybe thousands range, and then So that's more than zero. Like if you don't do anything. So, and that's the way I think. I think, well, like if I do one chin up, I'm like, well, that's better than none, you know. And so it was like, sort of, do you really want to be like famous or notorious or whatever? But yeah, I'll send him the link, and then maybe you can text me and I'll read it, because he's asked me what's up. And this is a cat. He's like a hardcore oil field guy. He is asking me, why aren't you at work? I'm gonna say rainfall. We're doing an outdoor project, and I feel like I'm playing hooky, but like probably like if I hammer the boss, he'd be like, yeah, we're not doing it, you know, take the day off. I'm not trudging around in muck. I'm just not doing it. If they're doing it, like, yeah. So let's call them up. So I like calling people. I'm old-fashioned. No answer. Oh, scaredy cat. Scaredy cat alert. Oh, yeah, I was posting on SoundCloud. There's this, like, place in town. They say, looking to get your guitar or tube amplifier set up or repaired in the Lakeland area. Send us a message. I won't say where they're located or name them, but like just out of, you know, I don't have their permission. I don't want to be. But I mentioned that I have a like a Roland RE201 Space Echo. I've had it for a long time. It works. I'm gonna say mechanically it's flawless, but there's no, if you want to get technical, there's this a channel changer switch that's full of static, needs like so they're offering they can maybe do the work. I can't afford I'm gonna call it intrinsic repairs. It's a labor of love. I can do stuff myself, but man, like just bogged down with having to earn money and pay bills and everything. It's like, what can I do? Trade. I'll say like thanks. Well, they say, hey Blake, that's a cool unit. I can't see any reason why we couldn't get that replaced for you if that's something you'd like to arrange. And I'm thinking, I'd just rather have like a Vox AX9 and an old Telecat or AX15. I mean, like AX9. Where does that come? Where does 9? How do I think 9 instead of 15? AX15 amp and maple neck Fender, like Fenders. Sound solutions. Okay. Oh boy. The only really functioning instrument I have is like is a piano, which is cool, and it's a night. It's I guess antique. You call it antique. Turn of the century. Built in 1901. I often wonder, romanticize living in, like, oh, what if I were alive back then? Probably be a lot harder than it is today. Like, I'd probably be working harder this day and age, like, or throughout my, I think, I'm running my mouth here. I don't know. Let's say millennials kind of got the short end of the stick, like in the context of baby boomers. The great generation had it rough compared to the boomers. I think boomers, is it fair to say boomers, like, I don't want to say anyone had it easy or nothing, but boomers were sort of in a like contextual golden age in at least Western society, where I'm thinking of my grandparents. They had it all right, or like, I'm thinking in like regular class of people, working class, and then we have these definitions, middle class. It's like, boom, you've got, you worked hard, you've got some clout, a little bit of clout, you got a nice property, you got some savings in the bank, you got 1 or 2 vehicles. Like a vehicle, man, that's a big thing. Yeah, and you, it's like sort of a expectation. It's like having a mobile computing device. I got like 7 of them. It's like WTF. You can't afford a can of beans, but you got a data plan. What? What? W. Make myself WTF. Like, say it seriously, like, you're not laughing, eh? Like WTF. I had this job. I'm not embarrassed to admit that in my early 30s, I worked as a gas jockey. And this is at a time, we're talking like 2008, 2009, 2006, 7, 6, like mid double knots. And I got this job, gas jockey. And this is, of course, in an era like how often does someone, pull into a gas station and there's a dude or dudette, like, hey, can I check your oil? Want your windshield wash? Do that gas jockey thing. Oh, transmission fluid is low. And it was kind of a full service shop. Well, it was. They did automotive repair and had a few cars on the lot, for sale. Clunkers. And that. I can't remember my point I was getting at. Smoking cigarettes and streaming live on YouTube. Don't tell me I got nothing to do. This is one thing I think is cool. It's a little... They just use those little tea lights. You got a foggy, what do you call that? Like a misty glass shade on there. Add a little ambience to this messy outfit I've got going on. Oh, now we've covered a lot of subject material here. Did the dance. Well, I think the last podcast I did, I went on anonymous forum and then looked for hot button issues. That's where I get that's my news aggregate is politically incorrect. And yes, I know there's a lot of misinformation, disinformation, propaganda going on, but it's always interesting. There's always, the truth finds its way in the middle if you're a truth seeker, like I am. Okay, this is a lengthy post. I'll read it out. I'll just read it without any okay. So it's a picture of Argentina's president. He's got some nice sideburns going on. Looks I don't know if I'd let him babysit my kids if I had kids. Okay. It's unironically possible that in 20 years, Argentina is the richest country on the planet. An accurate understanding of economics is the foundational, parentheses, rare, principlement, I don't know if that's a word, principlement of civilizational enrichment and wealth creation. I am genuinely impressed by the good judgment of the Argentine people in making him their leader. They are punching above their weight in choosing leaders. We have no one of this man's caliber in American government. No one. I kneel. What the fuck? It's gotta be, satirical. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not abreast of the Argentinian situation. Does he play golf? Does he golf? Play golf. No, you don't play golf. You golf, or you don't golf. Okay, another interesting headline. What are the political implications? No, I'm not even going to read that one. Whenever anyone start on this website, like or this corner of a website, like anyone starts off sounding off with what are the political reasonings or implications or whatever, it's like, it's like, but this is interesting. No, I don't want to resort to expletives when I'm broadcasting here. Because what if I have kids in the future and they see it and it's like, and then their friends are like, your dad's a real, he's got the mouth of a sailor. I'm like, go to blazes! This is a corner of the internet where great minds meet and also disillusionists congregate. So, yeah, clearly, like Trump going on about Springfield, Illinois. If you're familiar, I just learned about it yesterday. Really, I didn't watch that debate with Kamala. I thought, like, really, like Kamala Harris, like she's that drunk, fucking hammerhead. Like, you might as well listen to me. And me, I think I'm gonna go get my umbrella, go for a walk in the rain, and maybe come back. Because I am out of goon juice. So we'll shut that stream down. I'll try to. I know what I'm doing here. Alt-tab. I'm an Alt-tab master. Okay. I'll resume this like in a little bit, maybe get some. I'd like people to like hit me with comments and stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel so lonely, but at least I'm. I don't know. Showing you my little tea lamps here. Okay. All right. Adios.